healing your past. How do you heal? By falling in love with yourself. And how do you fall in love with yourself? And we all know our own imperfections, and that makes it very difficult for us to accept ourselves as lovable. It's a good idea to write this down. Identify everything that you don't like in your life right now, and then correct it. Either you correct it or just accept it and say, you know what, it's not something I'm proud of, but that's what I am. And then be that. And say that that's who you are and you love that. But it's really a good idea to find those negative things and say, you know what, I don't like that, and then correct it. Once and for all, correct it. It's after you become everything that you would love to be right now, it's easy to be in love with yourself. So now look at your past as a process of conditioning. We're conditioning you to become the wonderful, powerful person that you are right now. Finally, forgive everyone, including yourself. Realize that in some way, we all contribute to everything in our lives. If we contributed, then that means that we have control over it, and we can make sure that it doesn't happen again. You can't change the past, but you can change the effect your past had on you. As a matter of fact, you can just go back and rewrite the past whichever way that you want in your own head. Why? Because it's gone. It's now it no longer exists. Why don't you go back and write it? If you didn't have a loving parent, go back and rewrite the past in your head and say, you know what, I'm going to believe that my parent was loving. And as you start to do that, some people might say, well, isn't that denial? Well, I call it life. I call it life. You can work on it for the next 10, 20, 30, 40 years and not really be further ahead, or you can work on it right now, fall in love with yourself and say, you know what, I'm not perfect, but I'm really good, and I really am good enough to love. And so I will love myself, and because I love myself, I have to love everything that built me up and conditioned me to be who I am at this point in time.